The problem with the MBTI is it's a little bit like having sex on the first date. You know, you get those 4 letters right away, and it's a little startling. And people don't know how to get into relationship with their type and to really apply it to their life.
I love shit like this. I love knowing as much as I can about myself.
It's cool to have like a framework to work through and have the language to describe yourself in some kind of way, like an easy way.
So what the MBTI is designed to do, it's really about understanding. Understanding yourself and understanding other people.
Knowing your own preferences and learning about other people's can help you understand what your strengths are and how people with different preferences can relate to one another and contribute to society.
What is your ethnic? Why do I need to know my ethnic origin?
Because I want to know if Asians are introverted or not.
Obviously that's not true with the sample group they have here. The is a good mixer? Makes me think of liquor.
I think you're a good mixer.
I feel like a lot of these are the same question asked in different ways.
Yeah, they do it to make sure you're not lying to yourself.
Well, yeah.
This one is like, in reading for pleasure, do you enjoy odd or original ways of saying things or like writers to say exactly what they mean? It's a weird thing. You never even think about like how that affects your personality or what that means. I'm not gonna tell y'all, but it's just an interesting question.
Also, I hate questions like, would other people say blank about you? Because I don't know what other people think about me.
Do you want to ask us?
We can tell you.
There's this whole section where it's like, here are 2 words, pick the one that you feel most strongly about.
I know it's weird because I want to say, in my heart, I would go with one word in a romantic sense, but in a realistic sense, I'm attracted to a different word.
I am exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, I hate the word compassionate.
Are you the devil or what?
Oh, I feel like I'm surprising myself with some of these. Like I'll click something before actually thinking it through, and then I'll be like, oh, that's weird.
I know, and then I go back and then I'm like, just stick with it, Allison. God.
This test is also obsessed if you want to do things spontaneously or schedule it.
Yeah, and obsessed with theory versus fact.
Yeah.
If I knew how much my personality depended on if I scheduled things versus being spontaneous, I would be very conscientious of that when I did it. Here we go.
Okay.
Extroversion versus introversion, sensing versus intuition, thinking versus feeling, judging versus perceiving.
Select your preferences. Why does it want us to select now?
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh wait, so if you say you fit the other one, it actually lets you change it?
Yeah.
If you take the assessment and you read the result and you say that just doesn't sound like me, that doesn't feel like me, chances are you've been mistyped.
What's your reported type?
ENFP.
We're all ENFPs.
Except for this guy.
INTJ says I'm determined, independent, and bossy. I think I'm more of that.
So it's really about, this is where you are, this is who you are right now, and how can you expand that to live into all the possibilities of who you can be.
Oh my God, now I have to
You
define
kind of are
myself.
an actor.
But I also direct and I produce and I edit.
You act more like an actor though.
That's up.